I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We got Rodgers like that.
Right to the air is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he's got some.
Oh my God!
Right near the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing Jones. going to come up short.
Fucking playing this Madden
They're such
game.
a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence.
This
Great
guy is
skill.
such a sweat, bro. I'm already down 7-0. Big Mac? Okay.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Let's go.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
Let's go, Saquon. Saquon just like a 48-yard tutty, bro.
The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point try, good by Gano.
Can you shoot or no? What overall what overalls, you know? Okay. He's been working his badges.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
That's fine.
Good drive last
Team
time.
over team.
Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Fuck, bro.
He's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage out of it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good.
Come on, bro.
Big fellas up front.
Why do you play perfect defense on that?
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Good run, good run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
What do you want to post?
Reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. That's not what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones now on 3rd and 2. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete.
Let's go Saquon, bro.
Sweet Saquon. They wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, it's Valentine's Day. That means I gotta rate some cute ass text message tonight before I go to sleep. So when I wake up in the morning, I can send that shit. She'd be like, "Aww." I'm like, yeah, I wrote that shit last week. Wrote that shit last week, thinking about you, girl. I should send her like some Starbucks shit tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, he's playing 2 guys.
Looking to throw.
No, my God, if I had a half a second more, bro.
Thanks to the safety blitzes, he's safe for a loss of 4. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal.
No, bro. Oh my God, bro. I just got fucked over.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5.
Just fucking threw 100-yard pick 6, bro. Cause my guy ran the wrong fucking route.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging.
I'm not losing all this fucking swag.
Not just the takeaway,
My
6
God,
points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, how to get a big performance from this unit to this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination.
Of course, bro. No one could hold their fucking.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd
That's such a
and 11.
fucking
Yeah,
guy.
another
I
negative
couldn't
play in an early
find
down
this.
situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And
Bro, like literally instant pressure, bro.
Right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play.
Barkley hit when the ball pops free. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Drop it, bro.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball right. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps
Only
them
3 linemen, and they let one guy get
Any
through.
points you
Like,
see
it's
go on
so
the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
fucking go. I just got a fumble on the
It's picked
kickoff.
up,
Let's
and it'll be
go.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Giants are back within a score.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, I see your big working.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Azeez Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. James has got it, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh my God, bro.
Picked up by Darnell Savage. Lands it in the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw. Unfortunately, they wound up with the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Shit. Thank God.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some space here.
Oh, let's fucking go. Saquon's a goat, bro. 60-yard tally. I'm up.
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon
Bro, I was down 21 fucking time earlier. Now I'm about to be up 24-21.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense
I need to get a turnover here.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second
half.
Stop
this man's fucking
arm. One-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. So offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers going to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good.
Fucking God. Let's fucking go. Big shot.
Azeez Ojulari getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Let's go. 4th and 16, he got punted.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He dropped it. He dropped it.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
Oh, that should have been a
Didn't create a
sack.
big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
That's fucking good.
Pressure, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't done its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
I gotta get a stop. I'm up 27-21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Rodgers. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Wow.
A gain of 39 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Rodgers.
Bro, how are you not on that?
Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
All right, we down 1.
Extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Jones throw on target to James. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
And he loses the football a second.
Bro, how does Saquon fumble with X Factor, bro? Off that. Are you kidding me, bro? That's really how I'm gonna lose? I'm on the 5-yard line. Saquon fumbles with X Factor, bro. Yes, it's X Factor.
I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Bro, this guy is a faggot chewing clock right now, bro. What's the flag? Better be holding.
Gets this up to the 24-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
What are we doing? I'm going to switch teams.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field?
Bro, this loss is a 28-27, bro. Fuck this. Saquon literally had his X Factor, bro, and he fumbled on the 5-yard line with his X Factor after that.
Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.